So in this video, I would like to discuss the problems on Kirchhoff law. Okay. So this is a circuit. For this circuit, find the current flowing in the circuit with the help of this Kirchhoff laws. Okay. So Kirchhoff laws classified into two types. One is Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. So how to find the current flowing through this circuit with help of Kirchhoff laws. Okay. So first we have to identify the closed path. So it's clearly given problem is in closed path. So we identified that there is one closed path. We can apply the Kirchhoff laws. So after identifying the closed path, mark or assign some letters to the junction. So this is I am assigning here. Let us take A, B, C. So now I am writing the Kirchhoff laws for the loop. Which loop? From A, B, C, A. So this is a closed path or a loop considered for writing the Kirchhoff laws. So you look at in AB section, and writing the equations we have to know some sign convention. Some assumptions are to be known to write the equations of Kirchhoff laws equation. So assumptions are four important assumptions are there. For resistance, if the resistance direction and the current direction is same, resistance direction and the current direction, let us take the resistance is which is in AB, the current is flowing from A to B, resistance direction is AB, current direction is also AB, then you have to take negative sign for that particular voltage drop. We have to take minus IR. So this is first sign convention, that is first assumption. So second assumption is for the resistance is in the direction of AB and the current is in the direction of B to A. The resistance direction is AB and the current direction is from B to A. Then we have to take the sign convention for this particular drop is plus I into R, positive sign for this assumption, and for current and resistance direction is same, then we have to take negative sign for this voltage drop. And here resistance direction is AB and current direction is B to A. This is in opposite. So that's why we have to take positive sign convention for this voltage drop. So these are the sign conventions for resistance. And similarly, for voltage, what should be the sign conventions? So if you are traveling from positive to negative, let us say we are traveling from positive to negative, then we have to take a negative sign for the voltage drop, for this voltage. When we are traveling from positive to negative, destination is final. So finally which terminal we are touching? Negative terminal. So that's why I was taken for V, we have to take negative sign convention. So next fourth sign convention, that is for the voltage source. If you are traveling from minus to plus, from negative terminal to positive terminal, then we have to take plus assumption, plus sign, that is positive sign for this voltage drop. So while solving the Kirchhoff laws problems, you have to remember these four sign convention. You have to keep in the mind these four sign convention. So then only it is easy for you to solve the Kirchhoff laws problem. So okay, now now we consider the loop is, this particular loop is which one? From A, B, C, A. I consider the loop. So for that I am writing the Kirchhoff law equation. So A, B, C, A. Now look at in AB section. In AB section, look at AB section. What is there? So AB section, the resistance direction, the resistance, let us say that is 3.1. In AB section, 3.1 resistance is there. The direction is direction 3.1, and the current direction is same. Resistance direction is from A to B. That is, resistance direction means consider the loop direction only, and the current direction is A to B. The current direction and resistance direction is same. Then we have to take, for this one, the drop is minus I into 3.1. So after that, AB, which section is there? Next we have to look at BC. Now look at BC. So BC, the resistance direction is in section BC. In section BC, the resistance direction is B to C, and the current direction is also, the current direction also is from B to C. So same, resistance direction, current direction is same. Then we have to take here, which resistance is there? Here we have 0.4 ohm and the current is I only. Okay. So for here we have to take negative drop, that is I into 0.4. So after I into 0.4. So after B to C, which section is there? Again we need to go for C to A. So C to A. So look at C to A. If you look at C to A, one battery source, one voltage source is there, and 1 ohm resistance as well as 0.5 ohm resistance is there. So how to write this section? What is the voltage drop for this particular section? So now from where to where? From C to A. So C to A, first the current direction. So current direction, resistance direction is C to A. That resistance is 0.5, and the current direction is also C to A. That is which current? I current. So both are in same direction, though. So we have to take the drop, that is 0.5 I. So what about the voltage source? So now I am traveling from minus to positive. That is minus to positive. Then we have to take plus 10 volts, and again for 1 ohm resistance also same. It is in the direction of C to A, and the current is also in the direction of C to A. Then we have to take negative drop for that 1 ohm resistance. So that is plus, we have to take minus I into that 1 ohm resistance. So now totally you sum it for this loop equation from A, B, C, A section. What is in the AB section? What is there? That is minus 3.1 I. In BC section, minus 0.4 I. In CA section, what are the CA section? Minus 0.5 I plus 10 minus I equal to 0. So sum of the potential rise is equal to potential drops. Algebraic sum of all the voltage in and around the closed path is equal to 0. So now you make it simplified. If you simplify, you will get here 3.1, 0.4, and it is 1 I. So here you will get 3.5 plus 1, 4.5 you will get 4.5, and here total you will get 5I. 5I minus 5I plus 10 equal to 0. So minus 5I minus 10, we can cancel. I is equal to 10 by 5, that is equal to 2 ampere. So in this way we have to solve the current flowing through in this circuit. So these are the 4 convention are most important while solving any Kirchhoff law problems. So next problem we will see. So next problem is, so this is the next problem. So first of all we have to identify the closed loop. So we identified the given problem is a closed loop, and mark some letters A, B, C, D. So for this A, B, C, D loop, A I am writing the Kirchhoff law. So look at here, I current, I want to find the current flowing through the circuit. So which current is flowing? Let us say I current. So here AB, resistance direction and current direction is same. So I can write minus 4I. And next similarly we are traveling from in BC section. In BC section I am traveling from plus to minus. We have to take 6. Next, in CD section, the current and the resistance is same. So I have to take drop, negative sign for the drop. Okay. Next, from D to A section, minus to plus I am traveling. So plus 10 equal to 0. So if you simplify it, it will get minus 6i plus 4 equal to 0, minus 6i minus 4, that is equal to I is equal to 4 by 6, that is equal to 0.667 ampere of current flowing in the circuit. So this is a way to solve the current flowing through in the circuit with help of Kirchhoff laws. Okay. Now next third problem. So next third problem is, so current flowing through the 2 ohm resistance. So we identified, let us write the equation, let's assign some letters to the junction A, B, C, D, E, F. So here clearly if you observe the circuit, there are 2 closed paths. The first closed path is from A, B, E, F, A, and the second closed path is from B, C, D, E, B, C, D, E, B. So this is the second closed path, this is the first closed path. So I am writing the Kirchhoff law for loop 1 and loop 2. After getting 2 equations, we have to solve and find the current flowing through 2 ohm resistance. Okay. So first I am writing for first loop A, B, E, F, A. Okay. So first look at in AB section. So let us first of all we have to assume the current flowing through each and every element. So here I1, let us take I1 I am assuming, and here I2 I am assuming, and here I1 minus I2. So here some assumption should be taken. So let us take sum of the incoming currents is equal to outgoing current. So let us take this point B, junction point B, and here the current I1 is coming, and current I2 is leaving. So in this one, what you will get, sum of incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So let us take, this is I3. So how we will find I3? Sum of incoming currents. What are the incoming currents? Sum of incoming currents I1 equal to what are the outgoing currents? I3 plus I2. I want to find I3. So I3 will become I1 minus I2. So from here I was written I1 minus I2. So no, that is assumption. Based on the assumption, sir, why you take an I2 here? No issue. You can take I2 here, but the division will be different. Okay. Based on the assumption, you can divide, and you should not violate the Kirchhoff current law rule. Okay. Next, in AB section, what is current flowing? I1, and the resistance direction also same. So same, then we have to take negative sign for particular drop, that is 1 into I1. Next, in B section, minus 2 into resistance direction is 2, and the current also in the same direction, so we have to take negative sign, that is minus 2 into I1 minus I2. Similarly in EF section, nothing is there, just you ignore it. And from here we are traveling from minus to plus, plus to minus. From here F to A we are traveling from minus to plus, so we have to take plus 10 volts is equal to 0. If you simplify further, this will become minus 3I1 minus 3I1 minus of minus plus 2I2 plus 2I2 plus, that is, if you simplify it you will get it plus 10 equal to 0. Further you simplify 3I1 minus 2I2 plus 10, this will gives to equation for this equation 1 from where? For this loop. Similarly you consider this loop and frame one more equation, and by solving these 2 equations we will get the unknown quantities. That is, what is unknown quantity? Current flowing through 2. So this 2 and this 2. Okay. Current flowing through 2 ohms means I1 minus I2 or this I2. Okay. That is our final solution. So let me write the equation for B, C, D, E, B section. So now I am considering this section B, C, D, E, B. Now look at the circuit diagram. In BC section nothing is there. Next, in this section what is there? 2 into I2. So resistance is 2 in CD section and the current also in same direction. So we have to take negative sign for this particular drop. Similarly in D to E section nothing is there, but E to E section we have 2, but it is, once you look at the current direction is opposite, and the resistance direction is BE, so that's why we have to take positive sign while considering this drop. So okay, plus 2 into I1 minus I2 equal to 0. If you simplify it, if you simplify further, what will this equation, that is 2I1 minus 4I2 equal to 0. So this is equation 2. Now you solve equation 1 and equation 2, find the unknown quantities. That is, if you solve this equation, so the same, so multiply equation 2 is multiplied with 2, then what will the equation will get? 4I1, or you can multiply equation 1 with 2 or equation 2. So if you simplify, I am multiplying equation 1 with 2, simply the solving of equation, nothing is there here. So if you multiply equation 1 with 2, what will happen? So it will become minus 6I1 minus 4I2 equal to 20. So now equation 2 I am writing, so I can cancel I2 and I can bring I1 here. 4I2 equal to 0. So if you simplify it, and you will get the current values for the from the simplification. So video is going length, so I am directly writing the answer. So I1 value will get 5 ampere, and current flowing through 2 ohm resistance. What is the current here? That is I1 minus I2. Let us take, that is 5 minus, and you will get I2 is equal to, after simplification you will get I1 is equal to 5 and I2 is I. So that current flowing through this 2 ohm resistance, 5 minus 2.5, you will get 2.5 ampere. Okay, thank you.